Today, Jack is 6 times as old as Bob, refers to Bob's current age. In 6 years, Jack will be 3 times as old as Bob's age in 6 years. How old is Jack today? How old is Bob today? This is an algebra problem involving the ages of two different men. Right now, Jack is 6 times as old as Bob if you compare the two men's current ages. In 6 years, if you compare their future ages, Jack will be only 3 times as old as Bob. How old are the two men? So go ahead, solve the problem on your own. If for some reason you cannot solve the problem, you feel free to watch the video of the solution. So if you want to solve the problem on your own, you can pause the video right now. What we have here is a table. We need to know in terms of x or some variable, Bob's current age, Jack's current age, and Bob's age in 6 years and Jack's age in 6 years. So one way to do it is to define Bob, the younger of the two, to be x years old. It's always a good idea to choose the younger person's age as the unknown quantity. Now, the question says Jack is 6 times as old as Bob. Right here, let me underline it. The question says Jack is 6 times as old as Bob. And we're talking about their current ages. So this has to be 6x. So Jack's age today has to be 6x. Okay, that's what we have here. Now, in 6 years, Bob will be 6 years older, so Bob will be x plus 6 years old. And in 6 years, Jack will also be 6 years older, so Jack will be 6x plus 6 years old. Now we have all the variables. Now we can get ready to construct or write our equation. And the equation is very important. You want to make sure you have the correct equation. So go back and double check and make sure you genuinely understand the question. So let's see what kind of equation we can come up with. Now this part is crucial. This line helps us construct our equation. Okay, the question says in 6 years, so we are talking about this and this, these two quantities. In 6 years, Jack will be 3 times as old as Bob. So this is Jack's age in 6 years, and this is Bob's age in 6 years. And according to the question, Jack's age is 3 times Bob's age. So you have to write it correctly, and you have to make sure you genuinely understand this part. The underlined sentence in the question reads, in 6 years, Jack will be 3 times as old as Bob's age in 6 years. So basically in 6 years, we are comparing the two men's ages, and Jack will be 3 times as old. So Jack's age, 6x plus 6, equals 3 times Bob's age. That's our equation. And you want to make sure you absolutely understand how the equation was constructed from the question. And the next step is to solve the equation for x. So this equation comes from the previous slide. 6x plus 6 is equal to 3 times x plus 6. I distributed 3 over x plus 6 and I get 3x plus 18. I subtracted 3x from both sides and I got 6x minus 3x, and I also subtracted 6 from both sides and I got 18 minus 6 on the right hand side. 18 minus 6 is 12. 6x minus 3x is 3x. I divide both sides by 3 and I get 4. So x is 4. Now I'm supposed to find the age of Bob today and Jack's age today. So let's see. Let's go back to our original table and find those two answers. So what we have here is basically x is equal to 4 is something we know from our previous slide, and we want to know the two men's current ages. So Bob has to be 4 years old. X is 4, so Bob has to be 4 years old. And if x is 4, Jack has to be 6 times 4, or 24 years old. So that's our solution. Bob is 4 years old and Jack is 24 years old. So it turns out to be that Bob is only a boy and not a man, even though I was referring to Bob as a man. But it's okay. I think we get the point.